Ryan Churchill, followed by D. Larson.
Kahu, tough act to follow there. Morning, Chair, members of the County Council. My name is Ryan Churchill with Maui Land and Pineapple Company, here to testify on communication item number 07-128 regarding Lapoa Point. At Maui Land and Pine, we fully support the intent of this resolution, and in fact have already had recent discussions with the administration on this idea. The idea of the government assuming responsibility for this coastline is not new. About 4 years ago, we met with both state and county parks to discuss creating a series of parks surrounding the Lapoa Point area. Unfortunately, they had no interest in doing so due to the immense management responsibility. This drove us to commence efforts to create a plan for the area. For the past 18 months, we have consulted with a wide range of bay users and community organizations to develop the conceptual plans that are currently in question. As part of this process, we conducted carrying capacity, environmental, cultural, and archaeological studies of the area to assist us in the planning, which would all be part of a full environmental impact statement. However, it's become very clear to us, primarily through the work of the Save Honolua Coalition, that there are many concerns with the plan. Therefore, we have taken a step back and are opening the planning process up to the community. We will begin our work soon with an advisory group made up of individuals that worked on the current plan and individuals that have different ideas for the area in an effort to develop a cohesive plan that protects this valuable resource. There's no question that Honolua area is an extraordinary place with deep environmental and cultural significance. It is deserving of measures to ensure it remains one of Maui's great places. The first major step to protection was Maui Land and Pine leading efforts to designate the Bay a Marine Life Conservation District in 1978. Second step was Maui Land and Pine creating the 8,600-acre Pukukui Preserve in 1988, which covers much of the watershed that feeds the area and is now in the process of being expanded in Makai down Honolua Valley. Now with this resolution, you can start the process to determine the steward to appropriately lead this area into the next phase. It can be us, it can be Nature Conservancy, it can be the county, it can be the Maui Coastal Land Trust. There's a wide variety of groups out there who think can step up to take on this area. Should the county decide to proceed with acquiring the land, please know that Maui Land and Pine is supportive and committed to doing all that we can to help ensure that a thoughtful, sound, sustainable management plan is put in place. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Churchill. Members, questions on the gentleman's testimony this morning? Ms. Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Churchill, thank you for your comments. Are you saying that Maui Land and Pine is withdrawing the request that they sent forward to the General Plan Advisory Committees?
I think it's already been effectively withdrawn. The maps, nothing's been submitted to the GPAC yet. That won't occur for a few months.
So whatever was submitted to the GPAC has been withdrawn?
Correct.
And the plan that was submitted and the plan that everyone has seen, you are now withdrawing that plan?
We're going back to the community to come up with a plan for the area. We believe something needs to be done there. The area is being degraded along the shoreline. There's runoff running into the bay. There's runoff running in off Lapoa Point. There's trash. There's garbage. There's motorbikes. And something needs to be done out there. I don't think it can be just left in the as-is state.
Thank you for your comments.
Members, any other questions for the gentleman, Mr. Pontanilla?
Chair, so that we have a record of Mr. Ryan's testimony, can we have copies of your testimony?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, further questions? Mr. Mateo.
Chairman, thank you. Mr. Churchill, I will just ask you the question that everybody want to know. Are you saying you're not going to develop in the area? Or, what is the purpose of wanting to work with the community if you still intend to develop it?
We believe something needs to be done in the area, and we have not heard a solution from anyone. It's been either leave it as is or don't do anything, and we don't believe that's a proper solution. As the population of the island has grown and grown, there's more and more demands on this resource. There's, during our carrying capacity surveys, over 400 users a day of Honolua Bay down in the valley. And there's no bathroom facilities, no parking facilities, and it's being degraded. So we think part of our plan, we had improvements for park improvements, improvements up in the surfer access area, and improvements down at Windmills, which has been just about completely trashed. So you know, we're still open to that area, open to that,
You'll
and
have your opportunity to speak.
working with the community and working with Save Honolua, the council, and the county parks to come up with some solutions for out there.